Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to my newest Hearts of Iron 4 video. I'm doing something I haven't done in a while. I'm continuing something I've done before, but you guys asked for it. That's right, that's the save in which I made my Ethiopia guide, the exact time I ended the video. We are in Ironman, as you can see here. It was a guide, but I wanted to make sure, it actually works, so it's a perfect spot to continue. And I asked you in a poll what you would like to see. The answer was chaos. And I toyed with the idea of just starting rebellions all over Africa, but it's very slow. Chaos isn't slow. We just have to attack people, don't we? Well, first I'd have to amass some strength, because we're extremely weak still, but not much longer. So, shall we get going? Alright, for those of you who don't know what's going on, I have made an Ethiopia guide. Should work almost every time for defeating Italy as Ethiopia without relying on foreign help. You can find it on the channel, I will leave a link in the description, and that guide ends at the moment of Italy's defeat. So we're at peace and we own all the territory that is ours, and that was formerly Italian, as well as the Sultanate of Ausa. We have okay-ish advisors, a small army that will grow bigger soon. Speaking of which, let's go to a full army group. Deploy the small guys. Actually no, let's deploy them normally. Full army group, that's 72 units. Extra. Deploy them here. Before we can start fighting people, we actually need to grow a little bit stronger. How are we going to accomplish that? Well, first of all, we need to reach this focus. Not necessarily complete it, but reach it. It's going to take a while for us to get stronger, but then we'll rain some destruction. Let's unpause. And we lost against all odds, which is fine. Our economy is pretty bad, but I have a plan to remedy that. It's going to involve getting a lot of puppets. See, if we do a federal empire and combine it with developing the Horn of Africa, we'll get around 30 civilian factories for it. That's quite a lot, isn't it? We can also use this to get a bit of territory from the Brits, and this to get a bit of territory from the French. Although we will be beating them up anyway, I think. Fate of Czechoslovakia, and some infantry equipment. Now we're playing the long game, so let's boost all our research. We'll also need some better guns soon. Actually, I have researched better guns. I'm going to slow down my production, but let's switch to them anyway. Now we have to choose between railways and ports. Let's do ports, and that reminds me, I was actually building a railway in the guide. Let's cancel that, because with the path I have in mind, we will get the railways for free. Also, going with infrastructure projects, we get a bonus, so let's boost that infrastructure by 2 in the capital. Gun production is pretty slow, it's fine, we have time. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. We can make our own faction or align ourselves with the Axis, the Commandant, and all the allies. Weirdly enough, the Axis might be our best bet here. We'll see. Anyways, Ethiopian shipbuilding. Why am I doing this now? Well, essentially, to complete these focuses, we need more territory than just the capital. And with this, we can release all the territory but the capital. And we're going to get some economy. Poland refuses the German ultimatum, and they're at war. Ethiopia is one of those countries that actually takes a lot of time to do anything. But I have a plan. It's going to take a lot of time, but it is a plan. Right, Ethiopian shipbuilding is done. Let's proceed to release some puppets. I want to do a federal empire, and I also want to do JAR. Why do I want to do JAR? Well, having Cuba, as Ethiopia is a bit chaotic, but that's not the point. The point is the compliance. When we unleash our forces on all of Africa, this will help us greatly. Now that can wait a moment. Let's do rebuilding the country. And the allies want military access. No thank you, unless you want to give me your African territories for it. Poland capitulates fairly quickly. Benelux and France are next. Netherlands are attacked. Norway, Belgium, everyone joins the allies. Belgium is also a target. We're going to decolonize Africa, or more precisely, we're going to shift the overlords to us. We're going to be the new overlords. Now the real question is here, do we sacrifice 140 days of focuses to get these 2 bits of territory before we start fighting? If we do, that will translate to additional, how many? 1, 2, 7 civilian factories or more. 140 days, we're playing the long game anyway. Yeah, that should be worth it. So let's unite the Afar, get that territory here, get Djibouti. It will belong to Vichy France by the time I'm done with the focus though. I'm not sure if it matters, but I'll improve relations with Vichy France when that happens. Balance of power. We will end balance of power soon. Political power or stability. I have lots of political power. Let's go to stability, and then we can also get extra infrastructure with this. And again, I think I'm making a mistake. I can get even more territories if I play this correctly. Let's cancel this for now, just for a moment, and support anti-colonialist resistance first. It lets us do rebellions around here. I might do more rebellions, but I mostly need it for this bit. France capitulates. Let's improve relations with Vichy France a bit. And advanced competing machine, here we go. The focus done. Now unite the Afar and start supporting resistance over here. Soviet-German trade agreement and Zog submits to Italy. Now we could start rebellions all over Africa, but that would take even longer than what I have planned right now. Now we wait until the resistance grows a bit and then we can send them guns to start a civil war, which we can exploit. France agreed to sell, excellent. Let's now develop the Horn of Africa. End of the League of Nations, not like they did much. Romania joins Germany. Yeah, we're one of those late game countries, sadly. How's your resistance here, Britain? Pretty sizable. We done developed the Horn of Africa. Now we shall... I need to do these two and these 5. Let's empower the Ras. Bulgaria joins the Axis. Is it time to send you guns yet? No. Work faster. Actually, I timed these wrong. Should have done these two first and only then support anti-colonialism and develop the Horn of Africa. We missed out on some great development. It's fine. I was hoping to have these guys released twice, but it's actually the same core, Somali Sultanate here and here, so it wouldn't release twice. Am I making sense? I should be. Anyways, there is enough resistance here to send them guns. Let's cancel 9 of these. Now we have enough guns in the stockpile to launch this, and of course add the units back. This will launch a rebellion instantly. Well, not instantly, when this is finished, it's 7 days. We have empowered the Ras. Let's do Federal Empire. This will end the balance of power, so let's not forget to use the balance of power to get some extra infrastructure everywhere. Somali Sultanate declares war on the United Kingdom. We could have done that a bit later. But now, with developed Horn of Africa, we can actually get them out of this war and into our country. Just need to take 4 decisions. And wait a little bit. Hey, it's extra territory. And we could repeat that in other countries, only we can't just integrate them because it's not the Horn of Africa. But we could start rebellions everywhere. Takes a long time and a lot of guns. It's easier to just conquer the territory, or at least I think so. Improve rail communication with the Somali Sultanate. See, I can't test different strategies in an already existing Iron Man game, so I'm kind of improvising here. I have several plans, meaning a plan, a backup plan, and a backup plan. But some mistakes, like the timing of this, well, the mistakes are unavoidable. Improves railways. Now we'll give them 2 factories. And the Federal Empire has happened, releasing all of these bits as puppets. We have released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 puppets. Each of them got a civilian factory, and with decisions, the same decisions, they will get 2 more. So that's 30 civilian factories. 32 if you count the Somali Sultanate here. And they also have their own focus trees. So let's start making these decisions quickly. Yeah, they're gonna demolish my consumer goods. 72%. But it's fine. Also, it's a good moment to exit to the menu and rejoin the game, because the factories will be recalculated improperly oftentimes, and they'll glitch out. And if you exit the game and return, the factories should sort themselves out. We could do towards African unity. That's not exactly what we're planning. Time to do JA for the compliance. And the territories. Alright, this should go to the Somali Sultanate, shouldn't it? Do we get the railways and everything? Can I release them again after annexing? To get the decisions again? Probably not. We'll see. Oh, and it's 9 puppets because I thought it's another puppet, but it's not. Let's integrate the Somali Sultanate. Although, maybe I should improve relations with them or something. No, they like me already. We'll join Ethiopia. They do. Thank you. And I got a factory there. No compliance yet. No, and I don't need martial law anymore. Now, can I release them again? Yes, I can. Let's... No, I cannot. Improve rail connections in all the other countries. Let's see how the railways connect. I might need to make a connection here. Kind of messed this up a little bit. Oh, and to the port too. And let's invest in industry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18 factories for this. Let us be the elect of God. I wonder, if I do collaboration governments, can I endlessly add factories? That would be cool. Time to redo the orders a bit. Now we can just garrison the shores, but the ones that actually belong to me, not my puppets, because I don't need to bring puppets into any war. And now I can integrate them. But we also need to connect the railways a bit, don't we? Yeah, they connect here, with their capitals, and to the northern ports, which is nice. We need another connection. Is that a railway? We need another connection here, and one here. This will do brilliantly. Although the last one should actually go like this. Yeah, looking chaotic, but functional. Also, 15 factories, thanks to the puppets. Resistance, really. Let's have a look. Alright, let's switch to local police force. I mean, I can do martial law, but maybe there's no need for it. Railway connected, excellent. Those are going very quickly, aren't they? And we are the elect of God. Now, Lord of Lords. It'll be time to strike soon. He's my best general, isn't he? Shouldn't be stuck on garrison duty. Let's change that. You guys do the garrison. You go to the border with Britain. But now we're friends. I just need stuff from them first. The cool thing about having puppets all around is that you don't really need to worry about bordering the enemy. Only this is actually Ethiopia, not a puppet, so that's the only bit the Brits can actually attack if we fight them. We're getting that compliance pretty quickly, actually. And with Jar, that'll be even faster. Lord of Lords is done. Restore the Empire of Axiom. Germany attacks the Soviet Union. I'm thinking of aligning myself with Germany. Might be the best way to beat up the UK down here. And Vichy France, if we play our cards right. Japan attacks Philippines. Hey Britain, why so many troops down here? Are you expecting something? Their intelligence must be exceptional. Oh, intelligence. I knew I was forgetting something. Don't have the factories for it, but we do have a focus. But with so many focuses I want to do, and only so little time. Now, I could integrate all these countries into myself, but if I don't, they'll use their own focus trees to grow. Right, it's time for JAR. Extra stability and compliance. Now, we want to improve relations with the United States, Cuba, Dominican Republic, and Haiti. Let's do that. Now, in case I need to intimidate them, let's also make a show of force. What are those? Oh, right, those were annexed. That's fine. Now, let's get all these horses, or more precisely cavalry divisions, whatever, and switch them to infantry so I have a lot of manpower in the field. In all honesty, I could use some more manpower. Come on, be intimidated. Jah is the god of the Rastafari. Let's embrace our identity as a god. It will give us a lot of prestige to be seen as a god, and also compliance. Fall of Manila and UK attacks Iceland. Alright, these need generals. Seyum, Imro, no, not Imro. Do I need him? Don't really need him. Well, he has a cool beard, let's get him. And who else? Maybe him, because he's not an advisor yet. Oh yeah, I should prioritize the ones who are not advisors. Now, we have a division recovery guy and an infantry guy. All I need is a logistics one, so a single dude will be sufficient. United States join the Allies, which is a bit of a problem, since I intend to fight the Allies, and the United States can be very aggressive with their naval invasions. But I think we'll manage somehow. Want to give me stuff, United States? I hope you do. Just look at all these bonuses. All the research bonuses are done. Let's boost our infantry. How's the economy? Okay-ish. I should probably make a duplicate reserve template of these guys. I know, a pawn. This way, the ones that are not actually on the front lines yet will be hogging all the equipment. You guys can do that. Or manpower, for that matter. We'll switch them around a bit once this is complete. Alright, do you like me yet? You do. Let's become their god. Jah. Dominican Republic submits. Cuba submits. United States accept to give us Jamaica. How about Haiti? Haiti submits. Excellent. Some new puppets for me. Santo Domingo, Kingdom of Haiti, Imperial Cuban territories, and Jamaica. Can I release Jamaica? Yes, I can. Is it my core? No, it is not. Let's wait. Make sure. I'm going to release Jamaica. Why? Well, because if I'm fighting the Allies, I don't want an island that's next to the United States to be involved in that. So congratulations, Jamaica. You're going to be a puppet. Please be a guy with dreadlocks. No. Alright, we're Jah. We're a federal empire. We fulfilled this tree. Finally. November 41. We can finally start doing stuff now. I know it's a bit late. Time to invest in our armed forces. And attack Britain. Which claimed state should we take? Well, all of them. Northern Bahamas. I didn't know I claimed that. So, well, now we know. Okay, so it's 20 world tension, whatever we claim. Can't do all of them, apparently. Right, it doesn't really matter what we do. Let's justify on all but one of their states. 20 days. Although, if I justify on less, that's 15. So let's do 15. Do we have claims on France? No, it would take much longer. No matter. So right, we need to guard this area. Oh, and these that are in reserves, I'm going to flip them back to cavalry. The garrisons that are in ports I'll exercise, because there shouldn't be naval invasions. They can exercise, I think. Alright, we got some extra troops we got from annexing the Somali Sultanate. Have a dude. You also garrison the area, but just the ports. Should help a bit. And I'm switching these to cavalry templates so that manpower and guns can go to the 3 armies I'm actually planning on using. And then we can, boost the other guys, if it's necessary. You go down here as well. How is my compliance gain? 0.15 per day. That's actually excellent. 1 army going north, 1 army going south. Would be nice to get some doctrines. United Mexican States join the Allies. Would be nice to get some doctrines. However, I have conservative high command, which makes them very expensive. But in 2 focuses, I'll get rid of that, and then we can quickly jump forward with doctrines. Britain, your time in Africa has come to an end. At least I think so. Justification is complete. No need to wait anymore. Declare war on the United Kingdom. Take claim state. Do not call allies. Now, I would welcome an invitation into the Axis. Also, we are bordering the Brits. There's going to be fighting there. Oh, I forgot. I should have requested all these troops here and transported them. It's a bit late now, but we can still do that. Well, they will be vulnerable in transport, but let's hope for the best. Do not fear. Move. You, Sean, you decided not to move. I don't even have convoys. And I'm getting invited into the Axis and into the Japanese faction. Let's get you guys ready for transport. I know you think you're gonna get intercepted. Let's risk it anyway. And I'm going to agree to join the Axis. Oh, Expeditionary Forces got sent home. I forgot that happens. I always forget. Let's do that again. Yeah, really should have sent them before the war. If I was a frontline, will you be more inclined to actually listen? Oh, you will. Move then. Excellent. Okay, we're starting our fight with the Brits. How well will we do? British Malaya. And we're already moving across. Excellent. Get some territory. South Africa is called in. Excellent. I want to kill them anyway. Now it's time to attack Vichy France as well. Why? Well, we are in the Axis, so I can safely attack them without the Germans protecting them. And I do want their territory. Let's justify on... what? How about Madagascar? 125 days is a lot, but we can wait that long. Alright, go. The Brits will be under much more pressure now that I'm actually fighting them in Africa. Yes, everyone's joining. No matter. I will push the colonizers out of Africa. And I guess you guys could be a bit more aggressive. Don't seem to be doing too much. My subjects want to join the war. I will not accept that. You're protecting me. Although theoretically, Tigray could. They're in no danger of enemy interference. Ah, there's no need for it. Alright, Belgium's involved now as well. Make sure to include them in the attack plans. Looking good. Looking real good. Now, should we go to total mobilization? Yes. Yes, we should. Now, women in the workforce. Where's that? Here we go. And war bonds, because I have tons of political power. And we have 100% stability in an offensive war. Same with war support. We can also create many empires. The Aksumite Empire, the Empire of Zion. Although for that we need Jamaica. And we can unify the Horn of Africa. Well, I had to make Jamaica a puppet, just to keep them safe. A convoy of Lend-Lease. Sure, we have acquired more territory. Let's garrison it too. And these garrisons can actually join the main field marshal, so they get bonuses too. How are my travelers? Still alive. Somehow. At least some of them. I don't have enough convoys for everyone. Sadly, I cannot receive my steel. I'm expecting my campaign in Africa to fully bring it under Axis control. In the meantime, Germany is doing quite well against the Soviet Union, aided by Romania quite extensively. What is my participation in the war against the Allies? 2%. Well, actually that kind of makes sense. Could use some more guns, and steel, and better guns. Luckily, I can research them now. Should I maximize infrastructure in my autonomous regions? Whoa, you have a lot of factories here. Eritrean Kingdom will get some military factories. I get 75% of those anyway. Okay, let's restructure campaigns around the lake here. This army will go strictly south, while the other army goes only north. And that's all for now. We're getting pushed out. It's temporary. First batch is almost here. And we're getting reinforcements from the Axis. Excellent. Now we can finally do the Junior Officer Corps, which will remove our Conservative High Command. And let us actually develop our doctrines properly. Supply seems to be an issue here. You have supply hubs. You do. They're not connected to each other. Let's fix that. And you guys down here don't really have supply hubs. Well, building supply hubs takes forever. It would be better if you just captured one, like the port. Can you capture the port for me? It would be excellent if you did. Pin these guys in place. Focus on the port. It's actually going quite well. Now, there's something I really need to try. I need to create a collaboration government in the Somali Sultanate and see if I can use the Horn of Africa bonuses on them again. That would be some extra nice factories if I did. Come on, get me the port. Well, if Belgium wasn't involved, we would have cut them off from supplies here. Sadly, Belgium is involved. Now, I do have more troops I could send, but I don't want to overwhelm the supply lines. Ah, we got the port. Excellent. Another bit in need of a railway connection. Let's prioritize these, shall we? It's kind of necessary. Give me hubs. Right, the war in Africa is escalating. Now what we would actually need is a naval invasion of the British Isles. If enough troops are caught up down here, it could be possible, but the AI doesn't really do that. It might finally be time to research the car. Axis reinforcements have arrived. That can help quite a lot. I'm not banking on it. We are doing fine. We're advancing very slowly, and the enemy is having supply troubles. Extra reinforcements, always welcome. Let's have a look at the railways. It's good. It says it should be. Let's make a quick railway up here, so we can connect to a supply hub if there's one discovered. Although, if the puppets are not in the war, would we get supplies through the puppet as well? Actually never considered that. Let's assume it's kind of possible, so we'll just connect it here, in case it's possible. Though we're about to lose this bit, aren't we? Looking good. See, I may not release the Somali Sultanate, because then I could release and reintegrate them endlessly. But I have the collaboration government decision here. We'll have to wait and see. But the compliance is actually pretty good. 61% in Kenya, so we must have inherited some British compliance, and we're growing it further. Now, if I were to do rebellions, that would undermine my own efforts. Junior Officer Corps is done. I can now finally do proper doctrines. But first, old reliable. Infantry attack, infantry defense, infantry speed. And now doctrines. I've invested in mass assault. And we have a big amount of army experience backed, because up until now it was very expensive to get the doctrines. We're only using infantry, that's all we can afford. Infantry offensive, large front, human wave offensive. Almost filled this up completely. We'll even get extra manpower from it. Now I could go aggressive, but that would really exhaust my manpower and supplies and everything. Expand your coverage, please. I should send these guys more troops. Actually, they're trained up, so I should send them to the front lines. They don't need more people on the front lines for now. How are we doing on equipment? Actually, not too bad, considering I can't get steel from anywhere with negative convoys. Encircled some Brits. Go on, kill them. Oh, you got to level. Infantry genius now. Excellent. How about Haile Selassie? You get to level 2. Level 6 now. I might need to send a third army here. Could use better supply. We would have better supply if I invited this country here, but then they would get access to my capital. Alright, new plan. You guys go into the same army. Use the reserve template. You will be the garrison. On reserves, ports, and should I do railways too? No, the front lines will take care of that. And the army that was previously the garrison will join the front lines now. But let's wait for the new garrison to arrive first, because the southern army is doing very well, the northern is doing so-so. So I'm planning to give them extra support. More Axis help is coming. You guys on your way? Well, it's taking you a long time, but you are indeed on your way. The United States are here. That is unfortunate. Also, they probably regret giving me Jamaica now. Can we beat the British and the French and the Americans and everyone else? How are we doing with that manpower? It's mobilizing, it's fine. Hungary proclaims more Hungary. Yes, I would like your convoys. Is the new garrison here yet? Wait a minute, what are you doing? You don't attack, you garrison. These guys will go towards Belgium. Well, the Belgian territory is here. Where's my justification against... I was justifying on Madagascar and it went over to Free France for some reason. Do I really need them involved? I could do that later. But if they get involved in a fight and join the Axis, then I'll have a problem, because I won't be able to attack them. On the other hand, if they do, I'll have an easier time conquering the Brits. Let's delay this decision a bit more. Wouldn't want them joining the Allies, or the Comintern, or would I? Best guns researched. Let's start making them very, very slowly. Oh, I should also be making trains. God damn it, I forgot. How many factories on trains? 1, 2. 2 factories on trains. Could really use some steel. Not working. But we can't really buy steel without convoys. We don't have convoys. And even if we did, they would get sunk. Old reliable. Okay, we can get 10% recruitable population and defense 5%, or defense 5% and 10% recovery rate. It's probably better. But it takes 2 focuses. This only takes 1. I don't need more war support or stability. Then again, that would lock war support at 100% essentially. Alright, let's do promote the war heroes. It takes longer, but it's slightly better. Alright, getting bigger. These guys are getting a lot of factories out of their focuses. Excellent. Actually, I should flip commanders here. We want this guy to advance. Nah, maybe later. Oh, how wonderfully unsupplied you are. Have you arrived yet? Some of you. Convoys are a bit of an issue. We have 0. This is going well. I think it's time to attack Vichy France, isn't it? Oh no! No! The Allies are justifying on them. I want to be first. It's going to be terrible if the Allies get it. Quick, justify. No, they will declare before I can. What can we do? I can... I can support resistance in my own territories. Yeah, that's something. We cannot support resistance anywhere in France. Well, I messed up. I should have attacked them earlier. Now we're going to have a hard time getting any territory from these guys. Germany caves to Hungary. Provisional government of the Somali Sultanate. Alright, time to test something. They have our blessing. We have Ethiopian Somalia. Now, can I boost them with the Horn of Africa thing? Let's see. Yes, I can. Excellent. Can I just do this over and over again? Let's have a look at their infrastructure. It's almost maxed out. But it's not maxed out. There's some railways, that's always nice. And factories. And they'll get 2 factories. And some infrastructure and stuff. And they're a collaboration government, so I'm getting 75% of all their things. Now, if I were to reintegrate them, what would the compliance be? Because if the compliance would be the same as it was before I made them a puppet government, then I can just repeat this, paying... How expensive were the factories? 25%, 25 political power, I think, and integrate for 75. So I can essentially keep buying 2 civilian factories for 100 political power, and I have a lot of political power. Having a hard time in the north, but still advancing. See, the Allies put a lot of troops here, but they can't supply them, so we're actually decimating the Allies. Even though my troops are much weaker, probably. I'm only using 10 with templates. Really messed up with Vichy France, haven't I? Oh well. Anyways, this is looking slow but steady. And how is our compliance? Very good. I really want to see what happens when we integrate Ethiopia and Somalia. Again. Finished upgrading the territory. Let's integrate them now. Does something happen? Maybe this doesn't work for collaboration government. But even so, still got 2 extra factories. Anyways, where was I? War heroes. Now, it says every army commander gets a bonus. I think that might mean everyone who is actually in charge of an army at the moment. So just in case, let's give it to them. Also, anyone to promote? He's high level. Irregular officer, hero of Ethiopia, infantry officer. Maybe this guy. Alright, that's fine. Can't really afford to promote more. We annex Ethiopia and Somalia. Now, this is a pivotal moment. What's our compliance here? 0. Damn it. Well, that is unfortunate. See, if the compliance was at a high level from the start, insufficient garrison, what are you talking about? It's gonna fix itself. If the compliance returned to its previous level, I could just repeat this endlessly for 3 factories. Well, to be honest, I can still repeat it. Kind of. Once we get the collaboration government, say here. So we could annex them all, make collaboration governments out of them, then give them extra factories again, and then annex them again, but with the focus. I mean, with the focus make them cores. This is convoluted, but this will amount to some extra factories. Won't it? It will kind of work if I do it right, but first we need to take more territory. We might need to go aggressive in Belgium. Well, it's not Belgium, but in Belgian territories, because we're not progressing due to low supply, but they have even worse supply. Now, the problem here is, we didn't attack Vichy France on time, so they'll be joining the Axis. On the one hand, they'll assist us in our pursuits. On the other hand, I will not get that territory, sadly. Is the aggressiveness paying off? Not really. Let's go back to balanced and check supply instead. Yep. Definitely a problem with supply. Oh, here's a supply hub. We just need to connect it. Let's do that. It will do nicely. Might need to construct another one, but first let's... No, actually, I will construct another one. How about here? Well, we can do that with reorganize the railway system. That speeds up supply hubs. Get the best out of it. We should construct 3. I might need to keep this for later. Now, you know what? Let's do the supply hubs. Here, there is one down here, so no need, I suppose. Unless we want to get another one for the fight with Portugal. Maybe we'll get another one here. That's 3 supply hubs with a bonus, and then connect them. Yeah, that will do nicely. Infantry boosts, more infantry boosts, or industry. Well, annexing the coalition government was not worth it. Perhaps if I annexed it normally. No, I still don't think it would have worked. I have all of 3 convoys. Now I can buy steal from Vichy France. Yeah, now that they're a friend. Okay, let's do that. We are actually bordering them, so maybe it won't be too bad. And we are getting some convoys via Lend-Lease. How's the construction? Could be better. Well, did I take the decision actually? I forgot. It's fine. 120 days. Take that. Free France retake in Africa. Provisional government of Tanzania. Yes, please. Ethiopia and Tanzania. Here it is. And of course, they get their own focus tree, which will give them their own factories in abundance. I do love collaboration governments, which is why the compliance gain bonus is so good. We have promoted the war heroes. Now all our generals should have the trait. Let's have a look. Hero of Ethiopia, division recovery rate, infantry division defense. Excellent. It's time for a spy agency. With this, we'll get it. The intelligence bonus should help us against the Brits. Provisional government of Uganda, yes. Actually, this supply depot here might not be the best choice. There's already 2 other ones in the area. Same with this railway. Actually, let's prioritize these railways here because we're losing soldiers due to supply issues. This is more pressing than new supply depots. Sadly, France is not delivering on the steel. We're not really getting guns. That's a major issue, actually. Oh, wait a minute. These subjects of mine have some steel. Not a lot, but it's something. Helps a bit. How's your supply? Better. Not excellent, but better. Should we still try to get another hub? I guess 2 are plenty. Looks like Free France is doing a bit of a resurgence here. My compliance is growing, but I did shoot myself in the foot by annexing the territory. So it looks like I can repeat the, annexation factory loop with collaboration governments. It's also very expensive to do so. Oh, integrated puppet. To puppet? Really? Which one was that? Well, they do have some focuses that can help with this. Well, I don't really have the resources. Change that at the moment. Well, I can always annex them if they get too uppity. In fact, maybe I should. Have you built your factories yet? Well, not all of them. Let's give them some more time. Then again, if I just annex them, this will be my core territory. And they do have some factories. Really getting deep down here. Maybe too deep. You guys should just take these territories. They're not defended. How's the supply situation? Acceptable. Go down to the shore if you can. It's probably time to integrate them all. I'm missing some manpower, and when it all becomes cold territory, that will be much better. So, get another army going, right? Some are still elsewhere. That's a decent amount. Let's take some from these reserves. Go on, create a new front line. I'm gonna be annexing some territory soon. The push into South Africa looks promising. Go into the empty bits. It's not that difficult. There's still too many allied troops here, but we are managing. Get the spy agency. How are my friend the Axis doing? Actually, they're doing pretty well against the Soviets. And no D-Day in sight, maybe because we are engaging so many allied forces in Africa. Getting in position, maybe do it a bit faster. I do have railways everywhere after all. We'll get some extra troops once we annex these guys. I think it's annexation time, isn't it? I think it might be. Let's activate this order and start integrating. Integrate the Eritrean kingdom, the autonomous regions, all of that. We have a lot of political power, enough to do all this. Agrees, agrees, agrees. Everyone agrees. Yes, yes, everyone agrees. Big Ethiopia. And what can I form now? We can unify the Horn of Africa, creating cores. But before we do that, we might still be able to release Djibouti and give it extra factories. We are already at 54 factories and 1 million manpower, because those were cores. Who can we release? We can release Djibouti, excellent. See, we'll just re-annex them in a couple of months. Kenya, no. That's not Horn of Africa. Now that we've released Djibouti, we can improve infrastructure there and do all this again. These are core territories, and here we don't have compliance, so we won't be doing the collaboration government thing again. At least now we have enough manpower and factories for everything. Well, except for getting steel. Now we're getting some steel from our territories, but a lot of it is exported. But before we start changing our market laws, let's wait, get some dockyards, get some convoys. Oh, we got convoys from them. We have tons of convoys. Should be able to buy stuff. How about the Soviet Union? Are you going to be able to protect the convoy routes? Maybe. Excellent if you do. How are the supplies? Great. That's a lot of railways. That's a good infrastructure. These guys seem a bit stretched. I should probably send some more troops there. Can't really spare many at the moment, though. Let's invest into excavation a little bit. We don't really need fuel, do we? Maybe we should get some more war participation with it. And Germany, want some fuel? Get all my fuel. Here you go. Provisional Government of Malawi. Yes. We're going to get a lot of participation from... Oh, yes, we are. We're going to get a lot of participation from the fuel. Right, how are we progressing? We have stalled, kinda, and we can't push north very well. Because they are supplied in the north, they're not supplied in the south. At least not well supplied. It's fine. Actually, it's more than fine. Let's edit the front lines a bit. How about you guys take this bit? And you take this one. Make sure to not lose territory. Oh, and I have to spread my garrison a bit. Improve rails in Djibouti. Support Imperial Spanish-Moroccan independence. Can I do that? Let's see. It is a collaboration government, so I don't think it can ever be free. Do we need more supply hubs? No, we just need to take this bit, because there's probably a supply hub there. Can we do that? Well, it is over a river. It's going to be difficult. Let's give it a try. Provisional Government of Rwanda. Yes. All that compliance. Encircled a British horse. How are we doing on the steel? The Soviet Union is coming through nicely. Am I losing convoys? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, finally got... Well, I am buying stuff from the Soviet Union, but my allies are fighting them, so maybe that's not the best choice. That's okay. Although let's try buying from Germany instead, see if it works as well. Let's do state-owned industry. Time for some extra industrial development. Oh, finally cut them off. Excellent. Should go a bit better in South Africa now. Belgium holding on though. All supported from this one port. Oh no, actually not, because this is the current Belgian capital, so not from the port. More provisional governments. Everywhere. Djibouti industry. South African campaign going well? Yes, I want more provisional governments. Infantry expert. Our first operative. Send him to Britain, because we're fighting you the most. Oh, I can't be spy master. Well, not yet. Got some extra divisions. Let's send them to the front lines. Integrate Djibouti. Come on, agree. Excellent. And now we can form the Horn of Africa, getting some extra cores. Unify the Horn of Africa. It's still Ethiopian stuff, but we're unified now and got extra factories. The Horn of Africa has become unified, has been unified. Just and united. Now, if we got Yemen, we could get the Aksumite Empire, and if we annex Jamaica, we could get the Empire of Zion. More agents. Send him to Wales. I enjoyed the purple more. Oh, wait a minute. Are you guys being pushed back? That would be very unfortunate. Yeah, Germany wants garrison from me. No. They can finally use dockyards. Provisional Government of Kenya. Yes, please. Decipher the Brits. Real pity I missed out on Vichy France, but oh well. We're still getting a lot of territory. Somali Peninsula, Kenya. Yes. I do love my collaboration governments. Increased factory output. Could be better. I guess I should probably start making some military factories. This will do. I can't really advance properly because I don't have the guns for it. Oops. This is currently controlled by our enemies. Need to change the orders a bit. Seems like they're starting to mount a proper defense, which is not good news for me. We do have some troops we can use. We'll go to a different field marshal. You'll go to this one and send some more troops to the front lines. Should we request some more from our subjects here? Yes, we should. If we were to annex them, we would get a lot of industry from them. Actually, I can get a lot of industry by just decreasing their independence, but that would cost a lot. Also, they are vulnerable to a US attack. Are we being pushed back? Oh, that's so disappointing. Let's be the spy master. New provisional government? Yes. My front lines got messed up. It's a pity Vichy France got involved. It was better before that. A regrouping specialist, I think you already have one. Yes, we do. Industrial expansion, please. I could use some help from the Axis. Perhaps we allied the wrong country. It is possible. Maybe I should have gone with the Soviet Union instead. Funnel the extra troops to the front lines. You guys are really not doing well, are you? Probably should have gone with the Soviet Union. What if I were to try and surrender now? Would I keep my puppets? Like a conditional surrender? Oh, yeah, no separate peace. Still, that's a pity. Need to be war leader. Another operative, please. Let's start investing. We're having a very difficult time down south. And we do have our best general there. Oh, no supply from capital. What? Why? You're connected all the way here. Well, not all the way, but almost all the way here. Let's try and connect these, see what happens. Oh yeah, it's just these guys that are not connected. Working on it. This looks pretty bad, doesn't it? Shouldn't have tried to be too clever. Maybe the Soviet Union would have been a better ally. More provisional governments. Perhaps starting rebellions behind enemy lines is the way to go. I neglected that earlier, but it is an option. Anti-British propaganda, please. It's not going to change much, but it can change a bit. Oh, damn it. Front lines got messed up by the new coalition government. Well, we're going to try and mess with the Brits. Let's hope it works out. No, what is this? Did I miss this earlier? We can boost our states with this. Sure. Oh, that's from the investment thing I just did. What missions should we launch in Britain? I could try boosting resistance. How about here? Well, we took the pressure off of the Germans, containing way more allied troops than we have of our own troops in Africa. I was hoping the Germans could defeat the Soviet Union with this. Apparently, they can't. So we might have doomed ourselves, but we'll see. The French scuttled the fleet. Really? Oh, the Vichy France is no more, that's why. Well, maybe the Germans will send some troops to help. That would be welcome. You, there. European sections to get British spies and all that. Things are not great, but we are holding our own, so that's something. Let's get some more resistance going. Are the Germans actually doing something? Well, they are bringing some troops here, but they're also losing ground against the Soviet Union. So things look bad. Can I convince you to kick me from your faction? Not really, no. Interesting. They would give me control of states in, say, France. Really? How about we do that then? We have good compliance. Coastal ones? Maybe not. So the Germans guard us against that. You'd give me stuff in Poland as well. That could help us economically. And they're willing to give me far more than this, but I would need to guard it myself, most likely. You know what? Why not? Let's request stuff. Alright, that's how much they're willing to give me. Let's do that. See if we can get some extra collaboration governments from this. And will they guard my ports? I guess I could have requested some from Italy as well. Well, too late for that now. And that raises my factories significantly. I doubt it's significant enough to turn the tide. Let's go to martial law. We'll need that. Well, they have been dealing with some garrison trouble. Maybe that'll help. No, my compliance disappeared. Thought it would carry over. Well, it was just not taking effect because of garrison. Whichever it is, it's going to be fine. Got a lot of factories this way. Yeah, I should have asked Italy for some stuff as well. Turkey joins the Allies. Unfortunate. Now, we have a great war score if we were to win. The problem is, we're not going to. Come on, I need more steel. Now, we could probably start some rebellions here soon, if we got the guns for it. Problem is, we don't have the guns for it. Modernize industry. Yeah, we're being pushed out of South Africa. Well, we have been pushed out of South Africa. Being pushed out even more. We have pretty much researched everything we wanted. Infiltrate the British Army. At least we're speeding up in gun production. Will it be enough? Might not be. Also, I'm running out of convoys. Research sort or prospecting for stuff. Normally I'd go with the research sort, but we've pretty much researched everything we need. Let's invite some prospectors. We could integrate those territories to the Horn of Africa. I did not realize. But having collaboration governments is just as good, if not better. At least we have enough guns for the garrisons now. Start sending them to our troops. In Germany, want to send me garrison manpower? No. How about Italy? No. Nobody wants to do that. Although I could ask my collaboration governments. Why not? They do have some manpower, but it's minimal. I think I'm getting all of it anyway. 500 guns per day, almost, and we're still in a very big deficit. Are we regaining territory? Is that thanks to the new guns you're getting? That would be excellent. Alright, we're making a bit of a comeback in the north. South is terrible, though. Some consumer goods factory reduction. Should I get prospecting decisions? Where are they? Oh, there it is. Let's do that. And also, I need more manpower, sadly. All adults serve. Alright, we're actually putting a dent in the deficit of guns. We have a garrison, we have some compliance. We're hoping the Germans will defend us. Now, I wish the game had more diplomatic options, like turn on the Germans in exchange for the African territories or something like that. I can see the Allies going for this deal. Still, it is what it is, and we're actually pushing back. Mobilize faster. Fall of Rome, really? Well, our faction is not doing great. Combat casualties, we should do something about that. Exalt heroism. It is temporary, but still, will help a bit. Pretty much done here. We gotta get some industrial help from this. This is looking promising. Iraq will be joining our faction. That's not going to change much, sadly. In theory, I could have dragged the USSR into a war against the Allies. That could have helped me. Italy is almost done for, but we almost have the guns. Finally. A little jump forward in time. A provisional government of Belgium. Unfortunately, I took a break and stopped the recording, of course. And then, when I returned to it, for some reason did not resume. That does happen sometimes. And I should be more vigilant. Anyway, what happened in the meantime? Well, I got some territory from Germany, built up compliance, and we already have provisional governments of Poland, Netherlands, and Belgium. You guys want to give me garrison support? Yes, you do. I'm also reducing the independence of the islands here, intending to annex them. And other than that, we're fighting a never-ending war, which we cannot win. Seems like we can hold Africa, well, the bits of Africa that we have. They're not pushing into us too much, but we can't defeat Britain and the United States on our own, and the Germans are not doing a great job. Now, I did push up to the Mediterranean, but then we got pushed back. We're holding a bit of Italian territory in Tobruk. I should probably be ending this soon, but I do have something in mind for a finisher. Imperial Conference. Interesting. You guys are in position. Can you hold it against the Americans? Maybe. We'll see. The Axis are retaking Italy. Can we get a collaboration government of France? Probably. We no longer need the martial law. Well, let's flip to local police force. Should suffice. Will it suffice? It will not suffice. About secret police? I guess martial law it is. My subjects want to send me stuff. Sure. Subject Netherlands. Subject Belgium. I do like the compliance boost we get. What I don't like is who we chose as our allies. But it was supposed to be chaotic, and it kinda is. Who knows, perhaps our contact in Africa really did turn the tide, and the Germans will actually be victorious against the Soviet Union. They seem to be doing better now. It is already 1946. Oh, our undefended subject Netherlands country has capitulated. Well, maybe the Germans will take care of that for me. I only wanted their factories. Alright, let's do our finishing move and bring this to a close. What have we done? We have contained the Allied armies in Africa mostly. So actually, if I continue this, the Axis might win against the Soviet Union and then maybe rally against the Allies. The Germans are doing much better now. They were being pushed back, but that is no longer the case. In the meantime, I'm fighting a never-ending war. People I don't really care about against people I don't really care about. We have 19% participation, which is decent enough, but I can't see this war ever ending. So, as Haile Selassie, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the elect of God, I have decided to end this war. And the Allies have to listen because I'm a god. It says so down here, God of the Rastafari. So they have to listen. So how are we going to end this war? Well, we are going to switch countries. Let's go to Managed Subjects, annex Jamaica. Let's also annex Cuba while we're at it, because we have enough, reduced independence there. And now that we own them, we can go to our decisions and form the Empire of Zion. Let's do that. As you can see, we are now the Empire of Zion. The Empire of Zion established. And a truly bizarre turn of events, we have embraced the religious movement of Rastafarianism. And we're a god now. Glory to Jah. And now that we are a god, we also rule a different country than before, obviously we can no longer be fighting the Allies. They haven't realized that yet, but as soon as they hear the news, I'm sure they're going to offer all the territories to us and submit. So let's end the video here, but before that, discuss what went right and what went wrong We're actually very potent in Africa. If I chose different allies, we might have controlled Africa by now. But yeah, don't join the Axis unless you can win the war by yourself, because they're really bad at it. We perhaps joined the Comintern and beat up the Germans together, got some spoils of war, and then faced the Allies with the Soviet help. That could work. We also ally the Allies, but then we wouldn't get much territory here because we were pretty much landlocked by the British. Or we could have taken a different path and started rebellions all around Africa, but that's what I chose. And since this is Iron Man and a continuation, I can't really restart, can I? But how would I rate this? Well, it's not a success, but it's not a complete failure either. We managed to hold off all of the allies in Africa, not be defeated. There was a bit of back and forth and some micromanagement mistakes, but we definitely held our own. So if Germany was a player, or Italy was a player, and they could actually do a naval invasion, all would have been well, I think. Other than that, we've lost 5 million people, so probably not a good deal to be in this war at all. Right, I'm going to end this video here. Let me know what you think, if you enjoy such continuations, if it was an entertaining chaotic game, even though I lost. Well, you wanted chaos. Ethiopian puppet governments of Poland, Belgium, Netherlands, and soon to be France do seem a bit chaotic. Was it enough? You tell me. Let's end it here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.